Hi, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Try Not to Grin. So always before we get into the memes, the weirdness in our freak show of a community, which I love dearly, don't misunderstand my, I guess, insult. They're actually not really insults. To me, those are terms of endearment. I just put my coffee on my leg. Great. Anyways, regardless, yeah, I just thought I'd let you guys know something. So, with the craziness of the world, I have been wanting. I find how when I make great improvements upon myself, life, or whatever, I have an issue where I funnel all of my focus and shit down one lane, and I just black out, and I'm just like that, and more of that, and not great. Turns out issues, because you kind of get. It's really good for getting shit done. But when that thing isn't a race, but a marathon, yeah, that makes sense, then it becomes a kind of an issue. So, I wanted to basically get into some other hobby. Now, I fell down the rabbit hole in the suggested YouTube videos situation. So I was clicking through a lot of those, and then I think I was recently looking up how to make a mask. Then turns out every other store was selling masks, so I just was like, all right, I'll just buy a mask from there. Anyways, apparently they've signed NASA, or not NASA, it was at Sweden, made these new masks that are like amazing. They apparently do what both of the masks that people consider to be the best, it does both of those, and it's like $15, which is pretty dope. Although with how horrible the medical industry is, it probably would be $200, even though it costs $15 or $12, I think, to make. Anyways, bitterness, hi, how are you? Regardless, I was down the rabbit hole, so I was looking at masks, and something that I've always wanted to do, and this is something that like I've genuinely considered, because I think with my channel, I've been on YouTube for like I think 6 or 7 years. Being on the site for this long has done something with me and the algorithm where it's kind of gotten a bit fucky, just because I've uploaded like for such a long time. A lot of my early videos were terrible. So they didn't get a lot of traffic, so I think the system sees me as like, okay, well, you're already kind of spoiled. We've already seen that nobody wants this type of content, despite I think the content I'm making now is pretty, hopefully watchable, debatable, some maybe more than others, anyways. Regardless, I'm taking too long to explain this. I've genuinely considered rebooting my channel at some point, and it was probably right around the time when I renamed this channel to, it was Jack Frost, and now it's GRINN, happily changed. I love the name now. Anyways, I thought I was going to do like a whole new channel with the name GRINN, and I wanted to be different to some extent. And I thought it would also be an interesting way to keep my privacy to some extent. But I do like what I've done. Like I do like that I can look at you and I feel like you guys see you, and it's something. Anyways, regardless, in that idea of rebooting the channel, I also seen myself basically wearing a mask. Not like a super huge Halloween mask that like wraps around your whole fucking face. I thought it would be interesting to wear like a kind of a generic ass skull mask. And you'd see my beard and shit through the skull mask that goes like that around this part of my face. Just because it would give you some sort of, again, to make you stand out. People would be like, what the fuck is this? And also I noticed that at the time, I think it was Halloween, and I felt, this is turning into a Let's Talk, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take this long about this, but at the time, Halloween was right around the corner, and I remember we did a couple videos wearing a mask, and I found it was really, really weird, because when you're wearing a mask, it's very, very easy to distinguish yourself as a character more than who you are. So I found myself making more jokes that I would have otherwise hesitated to make. I found myself just being more like fucking just go, gun it, say whatever I'm gonna say, don't look back, that kind of mentality. So I always thought that would be like something that I considered doing at one point, and I kind of just dropped it. But anyways, fast forward to me looking down the suggested videos, and I find out that basically how the hell do you make masks? And there's a bunch of ways. One of the ways that seemed pretty doable to me, and also just like cheap and affordable, but also pretty effective, is basically something called paper clay. It's kind of like paper mache, except it's a little more clay-like. Anyways, I looked into that, and I think I want to give it a whirl. But I don't know. I just thought I'd let you guys know it. It's just like, you know how every time I'm streaming, you guys talk to me about your hobbies and what you're doing in life and how sometimes horrible life is. Which, Jesus Christ, sorry guys. Please push through. Anyways. Regardless, this is something that I want to give it a whirl. This is a new creative path that I could, push myself down. And yeah, especially after playing Ghost of Tsushima, I'm like, okay, I want to make my original mask I envisioned myself wearing in this new channel, but also I want to come back and make a fucking badass like Japanese demon mask, like the lower half of your face kind of mask. So anyways, I'm about to order all the stuff. When the cart leaves for Amazon, then I'm stuck. I have to do something. I have to use this shit because I spent money on it. I'm pretty good about that. Whenever I spend money on something, I'm like, I gotta fucking chew through this. That's also why I told you guys not to buy me games on Steam, even when we stream, because it's like, I'll feel obligated to play them, and I'm like, I'm sorry. So anyways, it's just like a trip down memory lane / just a side variation. Super amped about it though. I do want to like give it a whirl, but it is like something that I've never done. Like I've never played with clay. I've never like molded. So I feel like the first rendition of the mask I make is gonna be pretty rough. And by the way, like hopefully I can get to the point where I can make masks like this. For those guys who are wondering, I also found out how to make a mold. Anyways, we really should fucking think, but like this doesn't fit at all. This is like the nose is supposed to be here, but my jaw is like here. My jaw is this long, so it just doesn't work at all. It's like the smallest, it's meant for maybe the smallest Asian woman, because I imagine it come from China before all the current stuff happened. Anyways, regardless, my face is burning because this light's right here. Life update that took way too much time. Anyways, Spaceballs, the face mask. I'm not sure if I want balls on the mask that's near my mouth, you know? Just all that whole sentence felt not great to say. Anyways, memes. Also, for those guys who are confused, welcome back to Try Not to Grin. This is our Weirdo Memes tab series where we're basically just looking through memes. That's it. That's what we do. We look at memes that you guys upload to the memes tab. This series is entirely funded by you, lovely people. So go ahead and stop by the Discord and see what kind of things we got going on. A lot of our shit right now is in the memes tab. That's where like a lot of our energy is just focused because, you know, it's goofy fun time. Anyways, that in streams. Yeah, anyways, sorry. He makes an big steppy. No. I hate this. No. My friends tell me their feelings and problems. Me, not knowing how to help. Here you go. I just went around the corner, met this guy, bought you some cocaine, cause I don't know how to fix me, and I tried this, and now I'm gonna try to fix you with this, and I'm still broken, so I don't know what to tell you. But hey, drugs, you get really high up. I just came across a dead hedgehog. I get it. How you look thinking they only talk to you. Like a clown? Who are you talking about? I don't know about all that. A lot of people get super jaded when it comes to shit like that, and I'm just like, I don't know, dude. I also think that's something that a lot of dudes don't really focus on. It's like this thing with ladies. There's like a stereotype at this point, but it's like we all know, even ladies, I'm sure out there who are watching me, maybe I don't know a woman who is just, for whatever reason, always attracted to like the person that doesn't love them, or like they try to fix the bad boy or whatever. I think that exists 100% for dudes as well, where dudes are just attracted to hoes. I don't mean to be like any which way. I'm just saying, like, yeah, I've noticed where it's like, well, yeah, you're with this girl who parties all the time and does some crazy shit. Like, I don't know, what do you expect happening? I don't know. I don't know if you guys relate to this, but how I personally feel is like the person who I think I'd be most attracted to and like happy with would be a person that is hard as fuck to meet, because they're very much like me. I think they're very much like, you know what, I don't need to go partying all the time. I can just hang out and be around good people and just laugh and goof around, be edgy if I want about jokes and not feel judged and shit. And yeah, but I just like that person I feel like is similar like me and doesn't do all this crazy shit and go places, you know? But then if I go places, I'm gonna meet people that I probably wouldn't fuck with because I don't go to those places. So I guess the only hope for me is to get out of my comfort shell when it comes to games and like talk to people on mics. But even then that sounds horrible. And what if I talk to someone on mic, but they're on the other fucking planet or other side of the world? And I'm like, God damn it, I don't want to move from my beautiful home Canada. Anyways, shit, because I have my speakers on.
Princess, I think you're rad. I really want to kiss you right in front of your dad.
That is kind of topical, but also weird.
Hey, baby, what's up?
What?
I hate all this. This is not the worst one. There's this one with like, what is it? It's like the guy from it's like the Bugs Bunny and Tweety show with Bugs Bunny, and talking about like the hunting guy, and it's just the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. It's the most creepy thing where he like sniffs the shit out of the one guy and he says he stinks, and like the most horrible voice. Oh my god, it's like the Jar video, which I just see it vividly and I'm like, no. One of those shows that people talk about a lot, I think I'd probably watch Gravity Falls because I haven't watched that yet, and then I'd probably watch Adventure Time later. But anyways, what are you up? How do you spell wifus? The Lego my ego thing. Oh, waffles. Fools. What the fuck? What? Waffles? You dumb bitch. I feel attacked. But not. Well, I'm just horrible at spelling. I wouldn't even get this far. But I feel like this would be always where I'm like, it's the thing. It comes in a thing. You cook them in the thing. I like it's for me. It's just charades. It's just like, come on, guys. Throwing you this, throwing you that, and I love doing it on stream because you guys are always so fucking amazing. Because I'm like, I can't think of this word. Got it. Descriptors. Bang, 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 and you guys are like, boom. You guys will get it immediately, and I'm like, hell yeah, guys. You fulfill me. You complete me. That's the way to say it. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage. What is that? Is that like condoms and then chloroform? I'm sorry, I'm like this. For a good time, call 555-0917. Sure, calls. Wow, this is awesome. I know, but nobody ever calls. Okay. And then he rapes you or something horrible. Or have a friend for life who you go parasailing with, which to me is a fucking nightmare. No thank you. Would be not awesome. Would be everything but awesome to me. You know what I like? Not dying. Not fucking flying across the goddamn world. That is like, not, at least parachutes, you have like an end plan of like, ah shit. This shit to me is just the worst. What if a gust of wind just goes, nope bitch, just throws you off course? I might have given the delivery guy an evil tip. Add a tip for your driver. 15, 20, or 25. I don't understand. Oh, 666. Got it. Satan and shit, dog. Nice. What the player thinks will happen. What the DM knows will happen. You think there's a battle? Bitch, I'm tired. Okay? We're gonna have a song. Alright? And I prepared this the whole night. Thank you very much. It's a nice carol. Fuck you and enjoy it. Okay? It's important to master blood magic and necromancy so you can make use of the whole body. Environmentally sustainable black magic. Remember, necromancy is really just advanced recycling. Reduce, reuse, reanimate. Necromancy and shit. Okay, I bet, wouldn't that be something though? What do you call it? The whole like, what do you call it? Blood magic? Isn't that the whole thing? Like your blood is involved in like cellular repair and shit. So couldn't like, yeah, you're taking away blood, but couldn't you also? I mean, what if there was a way to like to also tell your blood itself to make more blood with blood cells and shit, or to heal you? You know. Anyways, the other thing that I thought about when I've seen this, because multiple thoughts happening in my brain, but I always thought it'd be a really cool story, which we probably should do a podcast on talking about this premise, because I think it'd be fun just to rant about for a while. But what do you call it? The idea of, I thought it would always be a neat premise for a game to have like the kind of like the anime isekai kind of vibe, where you can start the game and you can choose, kind of like in Fallout New Vegas, where you could choose like good and bad traits at the beginning that could give you an advantage or a disadvantage, except there would just be one big advantage in a world that's kind of hard, you know? So one of those things I thought would be awesome is if you could choose at the very beginning of the game to have lower stats, lower strength, lower everything, but you were immortal. Or specifically, you were an Ajin, which is those guys who haven't watched the show on Netflix. It's basically this creature that, whenever you die, you basically get reset to normal. So you still experience pain and all these horrible things, but when you drop dead, you basically collapse to the ground, and then this like black void pieces you back together, and then you're back. And it's an amazing show, and the fight scenes are really cool because they'll try to like tranquilize you, and then the dude himself will like shoot himself in the head to reset his body. So it's literally like restarting, except not like restarting a checkpoint, but just getting up again, you know? And anyways, I always thought that would be really cool if a designers did that, but didn't tell the player what that really was useful for. So if you were technically immortal, where like if you could drop and in 2 seconds you would get back up, but you were really weak because you have all these passive negatives because to balance shit. But if you did use something like blood magic or necromancy that maybe had the cost of the wielder's life force or some shit, then you could just start using all this high level blood magic and be fine because you just use everything, deplete yourself, die, come back, use it again, deplete yourself, die, and just like that. And if you were to do what also exists in the show, which is basically to have the more times you die, the thicker that like black smog that pieces you back together gets, and then eventually you could like manifest this mummy thing, this like stand, this like JoJo stand that will fuck shit up for you, which is cool. When you invade Earth, but you have to spend 2 weeks in quarantine, mad aliens. How to recognize werewolves? Clean babyface, madman. Clean babyface, madman with prickly beard. Who's a good boy? The left guy's a good boy. Left guy's a real good boy. I thought it was the guy with the beard. I thought they were gonna be like, you know, a werewolf when he's got that scruff. When have you ever seen a werewolf in a movie who doesn't have some like very very visible man facial hair and shit? Like 4 o'clock shadow, you know what I mean? Also, I said it once, I'll say it again. I think the best thing that's ever shown werewolves in like a complementary, like not realistic, sorry, like a fair setting, is Van Helsing. The one with Hugh Jackman, amazing dude. I think. But yeah, the one where they showed him where it's like, okay, listen, you kind of just get these like passive benefits like greater strength and shit, not that great, but when the full moon comes out, let me tell you, nothing's better than you. You are the embodiment of pure nature's wrath. Go fuck up the goddamn king of vampires himself. Pow! Get it. I don't know what I was about to say. I don't know why I talked about this. Oh, right. In that show, they show like a transformation being like just you basically explode out of your flesh and this wolf is like, guess what, bitch, I'm here. But I've watched so many like monster shows at this point where they always make turn into a werewolf just seem like it's a real fucking like experience. Like why? Like, oh, you get like and they always give you like the most minuscule amount of power. They're like, oh yeah, but a vampire or a ghoul can still fuck you up. But yeah, by the way, you also have the worst possible pain transformation ever. Also, we didn't give you any power because we don't believe in balance. Trash people. Anyways, we'd be like, but Grin, then doesn't that make sense? Shouldn't you fucking nerf? If you have a really horrible transformation, then you should have a really really strong character, right? No, because the perks of the werewolf shit isn't that the pain of the transformation. The balance of the werewolf shit is that you have zero control. You're a ravenous monster that has like very very little control. You could just fucking point at something and maybe fight that thing, maybe. But you have this unstoppable power. The pain does not mean that you gain the strength. The strength is the net result of you having zero humanity left and just a fucking go machine. Although I would like any story that does like reclaim humanity to some extent. Like Teen Wolf. Teen Wolf is a great balancing arc. You can distinguish an alligator from the crocodile by paying attention to whether the animal sees you later for a while. You want a good time, honey? 11-year-old. Oh my god. 2 pixels fucking just like... guys, I guess I said it unintentionally. Anyways, let's not include swears in our verbiage just because, alright? It's not a good look. Don't be me. Be better. Alright? I don't know who needs to hear this, but it's time... My brain is... It's time... It's time to fold them clothes you washed last Saturday. I have the problem where I chuck clothes in the ground and it becomes a giant heap, and I'm and I gotta walk over it all the time, and I'm like, listen, me, we're better than this, right? Belle Delphine. I already know what it is, and I hate it. I hate it so much. Belle Delphine or something. I don't know. I'm not a simp. Okay, well, at least I had a turnaround. I just seen the dolphin, and I was like, Belle, dolphin. Okay. my soul hurts and weeps. That's what it is. My soul cracks. Or no, my heart cracks. Okay, listen, I lost it a long time ago. Dog, why do you continue to harass the vet? Because the vet took my testicles. That was a different vet. Well, I bet this vet has taken another dog's testicles. That's his job. And it's my job to represent the MWN. MWN? Mutt without nuts. Fighting back with an empty sack. Fighting back with an empty sack. I don't know, man. If you would just stop humping and... I was about to say, if you just stop humping and coming on everything. I don't know, man. Pets are rough. Pets are rough. What do you either have a dog that's super fucking high energy and needs to run 10 laps or hump some sort of stuffed toy until it's just or you get a lady dog and she has a period all the time, and it's just you gotta give it's a whole thing. It's just a whole bit of business, and you know what? Doesn't gross me out, but it's a lot of work. All right, ladies. Yeah, I'm sure you can contest. Reading volume 8 of Reincarnated Slime, I came across something I think Grin would enjoy. Oh, I seen this. Okay. Oh, I seen this in passing on my phone. Come to think of it, how did I was planning something? I think that's the purple-headed orc from Reincarnated Slime. She was planning something too. She was very confident about it. He. I hope you're looking forward to it, Slime. So I was half excited and half scared shitless. All right. Personally, she's probably my favorite in that show. She's fantastic. Actually, you know who's my favorite? Fucking the one dude who's like both the ninja dude and the redhead guy, just total bros. Just real good dudes about it, you know? That show is so good. I want to go. I'm waiting to rewatch it when I'm like mad depressed, so I feel happiness in a moment of not great. Because yeah, just the beginning of that show is so fucking cool. I remember when I was watching it for the first time, I was just like, I love this. I cannot wait to see who he upgrades next. Like, it's just so addictive to see what he makes of nothing, basically. He takes this, guppy, goblin and makes him these badass warriors, and you're like, yes, give me more. I would watch, 50 episodes of just nonstop this. Like, hey, you know that monster thing? Well, this is what it looks like leveled up. Boom. By the way, everything leveled up looks somewhat prettier. Boom. Basic idea of aesthetics. Good shit. Regardless, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. If you made it this far, you're probably one of the very, very few. Subscribe button over there to my right, as well as 2 videos further that way. Thank you again for your time, as always, and goodbye.